Greetings all, I'm PonyFan and welcome back. Before the video starts, movement and flashing. If that bothers you, please leave. This week we're redesigning Princess Celestia from My Little Ponies. I get a lot of views on my Princess Celestia redesign, so I decided to do it once again, this time with her older sister. First thing I did was go to Google and look up some reference art. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted, but I still needed some references. Once I got everything, I got to work. I still kept her very tall, but I changed her horn to be more curved, and I also gave her 4 wings instead of 2. I didn't used to like the idea of multiple wings, but recently my opinion has changed. I've actually decided I do like it, but only for my alicorns. So that means I'll probably going to be redesigning Princess Luna once again. Which is fine, I'm not a huge fan of what I did for her originally, but that's further down the road. I also gave her hooves and just completely changed her jewelry. Instead of shoes, I gave her what I'm calling leg protectors. I'm pretty sure they actually have a name, but I don't know what it is. I also made her necklace larger, more like chest armor, which I don't really like, but it's okay. I also changed the design of her crown, but the biggest difference is the sun on her horn. I knew from the beginning I wanted to do that, kind of like what I did for Luna, but hers turned out way better. Her cutie mark design has also changed. It now has that weird blob that Princess Luna's has. I always felt like Princess Celestia's cutie mark felt too simple, and because I did it for Princess Luna, I decided maybe it's an alicorn thing. I'm not quite sure how it fits in with the whole lore I'm creating for them, but maybe I'll come up with that idea once I get into Princess Twilight. I've also changed the design of the sun on her cutie mark. I put a sun on everything, her chest piece, her leg guards, her horn. I even tried later to put a sun in her highlights in her eyes. It looks more like a star though. I also put a sun tattoo under her eye, which I really like the idea, but I don't think I executed it well. Talking about changing designs, like previously mentioned, I did have an idea of what I wanted going into this, and that idea was one singular thing. I wanted her mane to look like clouds, which I think I actually pulled off. I also put cloud fluff at the end of the hooves as fur. I don't know what it's actually called. I've never been a huge fan of her color palette, it just never screamed day to me. So I changed it, but it still doesn't really scream day to me. I changed her white palette to a very, very light pink. That's pretty much looks white, so not much change there. I also gave her yellow ombre around the hooves, the tips of her wings, and inside her ears, and as the cutie mark splotch. I did keep the color for the mane the same, because I actually do like the palette. I just made them more of an ombre, fading from purplish pink through blue to green, in hopes it looks like dawn. And finally, I made all her gold, or at least I tried. If you squint, it might look like some kind of metal. Probably copper, because it just looks coppery to me, but it's supposed to be gold. And while I was at it, I changed the jewels to a bright amber light color. And also her eyes, which I did debate keeping them pink for a while, but it just didn't match real well with the new design. And then all that was left was to do the background, which is supposed to be sunrise, but I guess it could also be sunset. In truth, it's kind of hard to tell the two apart, in my opinion. And then I named the color palettes, and I've also changed her name from Princess Celestia to Queen Celestia, just because it always kind of bothered me that she was a princess when she's obviously the head ruler. And I know why they made her a princess, it's because to sell toys. But luckily I don't have to sell toys, so it's Queen Celestia for me. Alright, that's all I have to say. Until next time, this is PonyFan saying bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're interested in gaming videos, go check out my second channel, PonyFan Gaming. Link in the description. And while you're down there, don't forget to leave a comment, maybe on which pony you want to see me do next. Bye!